Well, it is D-Day for the Purulia arms drop case accused Kim Davy, as the Danish High Court is likely to pronounce the verdict clearing the decks for Davy's extradition. The High Court in Denmark will give its order on whether Kim Davy can be extradited to India after he was accused of carrying out a clandestine operation in which a huge cache for arms and ammunition was dropped from an aircraft on the 9th of the 17th of December in 1995 in Purulia in West Bengal.
But I would say, of course, there is actually an obligation to cooperate internationally. If there is an act of terror, then it is clear an obligation also in international law that states they have to assist each other in order to make sure that the persons who have committed terror acts or maybe assisted in some acts like that, they will be prosecuted. So there is an obligation also for states to cooperate and to try to assist each other. So of course, but of course also it's a political issue, and maybe the Danish government, they say they would like to assist India and they have good cooperation, and that's why it will be in the last instance the judges, independent judges, who will decide if this. And it's not a political issue; it's a legal issue. If Niels Holt can be sent out, and if the weight of the diplomatic assurance is enough to convince them that there's no risk of ill treatment.
Extradited to India. Probably, no matter what the verdict is, what do you make of a Danish citizen having the possibility of going to India where there is capital punishment?
Well, first of all, I have to say that I'm not really able to comment on the specific case because we wouldn't want to inflict on the court's proceedings. But in general, well, obviously it will be a matter of weighing, because in my party, we're very concerned with this joint case we have of fighting international crime, and therefore think that we should be able to also extradite Danish citizens in specific cases. But on the other hand, extraditing to countries who haven't signed the UN Convention for torture is of great concern to us and to my party.
And Times Now spoke to the main accused in the case, who clearly sounded desperate to escape the trial, and said that he will appeal to the Denmark High Court if the decision goes against him.
In May, the state of mind was apprehensive. Now the decision is coming out. What are you feeling? After a month or month and a half, the wait has been there. Now the verdict is coming out. State of mind. What are you feeling?
Well, it has been a long wait, and I'm still apprehensive. I'm facing the fact that they may arrest me on the spot if I lose. And the last case of extradition from Denmark, the very first case of extradition from Denmark, she was arrested in the High Court and sent to the States immediately afterwards. So even though there's a Supreme Court possibility for appeal, I could be awaiting that decision in jail. Wow. So it's pretty final somehow.
Verdict does go in the favor of Ministry of Justice. What can you do further? What will you do?
Well, I will try, of course, to appeal to Supreme Court, but the first extradition case in Denmark, she was not granted Supreme Court because they didn't find it principled enough to take it. So it could be the final step, if you say so.